Hey y'all, Buzz the Biker here at Baxter Cycle in the mighty metropolis of Marne, Iowa. Hey, wait a minute, this isn't Baxter Cycle. Well, it's just over the hill. This is the building with all the magic motorcycle parts in there from the old British bikes. But check this out, this is the one I'm riding today. This is a Royal Enfield Himalayan 450. Now you're saying to yourselves, Fuzzy, you ride one of those every day. Yes, I do, but this is a special one. They're all special, but this one's a good friend of mine, Justin. He owns this. He got it a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I think, and he's got 6,000 miles on it already. I think it was 3 weeks ago. Anyway, 6,000 miles already. He just had his first service done, had the oil changed, all that neat stuff. He's got these Dunlop Trail Max Mission tires on there, and I'm a little envious of him. They look pretty worn out. I was looking at them and thought, how can you only have 6,000 miles on there? Actually, it's just a little under 6,000. And I think the difference is, where I ride a lot of highway, I'll ride 1,000 miles to get somewhere where I'll ride a couple hundred miles of dirt. He rides a couple hundred miles to get somewhere, and then rides a whole bunch of dirt and gravel and mucky, crappy road like that. And I think the edges are actually worn off his tire, especially the front one, a little more than they are on mine. So that's why I think his are looking like that. Mine, like these, are totally gone. But he's got, things are a little more rounded. You know, he's a little more, he uses it well. Oh, look, he's got tubeless tires. Gold tubeless rims. This is a Casma Brown. I wonder how he got those. That must have been an add-on after the fact. Okay, so what is the bike? It's the Royal Enfield Adventure bike. It's the bike that does everything. It's the bike that I've absolutely fallen in love with. So it's a 452cc, liquid cooled, single dual overhead cam, 4-valve, makes 40 horsepower, 30 foot-pounds of torque. That is about 40 newton meters. It has a 6-speed transmission, a beautiful 6-speed transmission. It tractors in first and second. It has a wonderful top speed. It'll go over 100 miles an hour. Of course, he's got this AEW pipe on it, and I think he's got the whole system from the head all the way to the back. I think he did the whole thing, if I remember right. I think that's what he's got. He's got the rally kit on there. Back to the bike. It's got a 21-inch front tire. I think it's a 90-90-21. It's got a 320-millimeter disc brake with a dual piston bibrake caliper. He's got the tubeless wheels, of course, 43-millimeter upside-down forks. And you can see he uses it. There's 8 inches of travel here. That is about 200 millimeters. Isn't that cool? He's got the fender gone and all that neat stuff. I love this bike. I saw this in the shop. They were still working on it. I said, whose bike is this? Well, of course I knew who it was. I just didn't recognize it. And it's just a fabulous machine. He's got all kinds of character add-ons too. You know, go fast, don't die. This Soma screen, which looks so cool. Look at this side of it. Right, like you still you know, it's got the hand guards. Anyway, back to the bike. The rear is a monoshock rear. It's got a 17-inch tire on the rear. He's got the monoshock with the 200 millimeters of travel, again, about 8 inches. The tire on the back, it comes with a 140. This is a 150/70/17. So I don't think the Trail Max Missions are available on a 140. I had a 130 on mine for a while, and when I wore that out, I put a 150 on it. He's got the luggage racks on the back. He does have bags that go on here. His bag's set up here, camping stuff. He's got the rally seat on there, and I've talked to him about that. He said he really likes, those are my Royal Enfield summer gloves, I call them. They're ventilated. Throw those over there with a helmet. You know, it's got it all. It's got it all. Seat height in stock form for something like this is, I think it's 32.5 up to 33 1/3. And I think that's 825 millimeters to 845. Double check me on that, but I think that's what it is. And I think the rally seat is a little taller, but it's also narrower, and it has this length that goes back, so you can slide back and forth easier. The narrowness makes it easier to stand up and stuff like that. You know, the pegs. This is a bike meant to, you know, ride in the rough, and you can stand up real easy. It's got good. I just did 1,500 miles in less than 35 hours on mine, and you know, I stood up. You end up doing bike exercise when you ride that much in such a short amount of time, and it was just a very comfortable bike. You sit upright for the most part. You can stand up and down pretty well. The bar's in a good spot. It's a very comfortable bike to ride, and you know, it lends itself to off-road riding because of where the foot pegs are put, how the handlebars are set. It's an excellent bike for that. 4.5 gallon gas tank, that's 17 liters. Weight in stock form, this is closer to stock than not, would be, and I say that as a good thing because the stock bike is so good. His weight is 430 pounds. I think that's 195 kilograms. So pretty darn good. Ground clearance is 230 millimeters in stock form. That's about 9 inches. It's just a fabulous bike. So let's go look at what he's got again. We started with the fenders gone, the different tires, the tubeless rims, this thing. He's got the Royal Enfield handguards. He's got these mirrors, and I don't see a brand on those. The reason they're up like that, he said he was when he goes on in the rough stuff, he puts the mirrors up like that because you don't need to see what's behind you, and they don't get grabbed by branches. One of the most important ads that he's put on this bike, if I can make it work, that's a bell. Apparently, I'm not smart enough to make it work, but it's just a hoot to hear him use it when he's riding. What a grin! What a grin! He's got the duck, of course. We have to have the duck. And looks like magnetic phone charging, or phone charging while you ride. Scooting back this way, we already talked about the seat. He's got these Rhino Walk bags, 6-liter Rhino Walk bags on the side. Fabulous. By the way, these are Showa forks on the front, Showa shock on the rear. He's got the mounts for back here. He's got this Rhino Walk bag for the rear, and he's done the Colorado Mark thing. He's got the toolkit down here. I don't know if that's a toolkit or not, but that's where he's got it. Of course, the ever important. Oh, I'm shining his bike. Baxter Cycle sticker. Back brake, by the way, is a 270 with a single piston bi-brake caliper. And then, of course, he's got this absolutely amazing AEW pipe. And, I'm going to start that for y'all. It's a very noisy pipe. It makes a lot of noise. And then when you are standing next to it, you think, yeah, it's kind of obnoxious. But when you're riding it, it eggs you on big time. Like I said, every time you run over a pile of dirt, you just twist the throttle. Spin the back tire. Look at the size of that opening. We're going to keep the noise down because we don't want to rile the locals, upset the natives. We want to keep on good terms with these fine folks in the mighty metropolis of Marnie, Iowa, Baxterville. Randy, you'll love to hear that. Anyway, it's a really good bike. These are just great bikes. We had the Kansas guy come through the other day. He had just a fabulous example of one. This is another one. This is a bike in its form, in the form that it's supposed to be used as a real off-roader, a real rugged rider. The guy is a rugged rider. He uses it in that way. He uses the highway capability to get himself to the rough stuff. That's what our friend in Kansas does. Use the highway capability to get to the rough stuff, and then he rides the bike in the rough. And it's a fabulous machine for that, and it does it so well. It's just a beautiful thing, isn't it? What else am I missing here? It's just got it all, doesn't it? Oh, let me show you the dash, if the sun will allow us to do that. So it's got, let me clean that off for y'all. Tachometers on the outside, fuel gauge right there, gear indicator in the center, miles per hour, time, ambient air temperature. Over here we've got the odometer. Now watch the space down here, using this joystick here. Trip 1, trip 2, range, consumption, voltage, service due, and engine temperature. And that's all of those things right there. Now, if you hit this button over here, the mode button, and if you hold that for 5 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that. Now, why would you want it to do that? When you do that, the top half of the screen becomes a map if you have it tied to your phone with the Royal Enfield app. This will become a map, and it'll give you turn-by-turn directions to where you're going. And you use the joystick, you can zoom in, zoom out. You can do, you can do those kind of things. There's actually a lot of features on that system that I've never used, like sites of interest and gas stations and things like that. So it's actually an interesting system, and I should learn how to use it more. I've got a Garmin on mine. I should probably try using that system more. Now, to get it out of that mode, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 takes it back to the normal mode. And at night, this will turn black. Daytime, it stays that color, and you can fix it in the dark color. I think not the light color, but the dark color. Something else he has on this bike. Let's turn that off. He does have the Viridian cruise control, which if you buy a Royal Enfield Himalayan 452, just automatically buy one of these. I don't care how you get it, whatever. Baxter Cycle does sell them, baxtercycle.com. Just get yourself one and put it on right away. It's easy to put on. Oh, he's got shorty levers that are adjustable also. He's got heated grips. The things you miss when you rush, right? He's got all kinds of goodies on this. Look at that. Adjustable levers. Here's his charging system. There's a USB-C port down here somewhere. He's got a little bag right there. More stickers. I love the seat. Look at this thing here. He's just all kinds of personality on this machine. I like it. I like it a lot. Look at the size of that. So when he picked this bike up, they put the pipe on there. It had a baffle in it, but strangely, it's disappeared since then. I like the mud on it too. Isn't that just a beautiful thing? Now, if you all are interested in a machine like this, a new used Royal Enfield Triumph Classic British bike of any type, need parts, accessories, same jigs, doodads, any kind of a stuff you see on this bike, or anything you might need for your Royal Enfield or your Himalayan or any other motorcycle. If you need coats, jackets, helmets, socks, underwear, gloves, anything at all, get yourself over to Baxter Cycle in the mighty metropolis of Marnie, Iowa, or go to baxtercycle.com. Tell them Fuzzy Biker from the mighty metropolis of Marnie sent you. That's me. Hit like and subscribe. Get out and ride, my friends. Life is good. Wahoo! It's a knucklehead. Wahoo! Howdy, y'all. Fuzzy Biker here at Royal Enfield of Bennington County, Vermont. Wahoo!
Wahoo!
Wahoo, Alaska!
You're gonna be good. Keep the greasy side down.